Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, December 22nd, 2025. My name is Malcolm. I got a cup of coffee. I got some stuff we can talk about today. Get your day started off right. A little different on the setup, trying something new. I can't sit still. There's Mel. Good morning, Mel. Thank you for joining. I hope your weekend was good. The weather was nice where I'm living anyway, and it's only going to get better through the week for the holidays. I think the forecast is sunny and 70-something degrees on Christmas Day. We discussed that before. It's still amazing, though, it being wintertime. It's officially the first day of winter, for those of you keeping track of that. So, yeah, you got that going on. Hey, Liz! Good morning, Liz! And if Addie's watching, hey, Addie, how's it going? Probably. I would hope the kids are still asleep, Liz. So you can at least enjoy a cup of coffee on your own, right? I mean, yeah. Good weekend. I hope my weekend was pretty good. No complaints. Robert's got his squeaky ball. Did the normal lazy stuff, hang around the house, and just, did some laundry, some dishes, but there's, today is National Date Nut Bread. Kind of like raisin bread, but with dates and nuts instead. I don't know. I don't make this stuff up. It's just what, it's Robert and the squeaky ball. He loves that squeaky ball. Get it, Robert? Huh? What? He loves that ball. He's got 3 of them that squeak. 3. So typically there's 1 in the house and 2 in the backyard. And at any given moment, that's what you'll hear. Let's do that. Anyway, but yeah, he's got definitely the squeaky ball going on. Go, wait. See, he wants me to play, and we throw it. And there he goes. Crazy dog. But anyway, yeah, I've never had date nut bread. Dates are good. I've had them before when I was in Iraq. You had figs and dates and stuff like that. Very tasty. They're not very popular here in the States, from what at least not where I'm living, as far as dates and figs and stuff like that. But they're tasty stuff. I don't know what there was like a date sauce they had when we were over there, and they would put that on food, and it was just delicious all the time. So good stuff. If you're not afraid of trying new things, I don't know if I want to try date nut bread, but I made a bread recipe video, and with that recipe you could add stuff like dates if you wanted to, or cinnamon, or walnuts, or raisins into that mixture. That's a base model for making a loaf of bread, and you can add other things in it like that. So if you want something crunchy or chewy in the bread, you just throw it in there with the dough and then bake it like you normally would, and you'll have yourself your awesome loaf of bread. You haven't had it in years? Okay. I'm sure it is good. I mean, like I said, the dates and nuts that I had, they were great. Dates and figs. It looks like we're going to be listening to the squeaky ball all morning long today. But that's all right. Anyway, he's also got this electric one that I charge up. It's supposed to move on its own and vibrate, but it doesn't really move. It kind of just sits there and goes brrr. And he kind of likes that for a second. And then he gives up, and he's exercising his jaw with the squeaky ball. And eventually he'll bring it up to me. Yeah, he's taking over the show. He'll bring it to me in a minute, probably, wanting me to throw it once again. Which is fine. That's what we do. Love Robert. Everybody loves Robert. Beethoven's 5th Symphony was given a world premiere in Vienna in 1808. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That thing is like 20 minutes long. If you actually listen to the whole thing, it's in entirety. It's not just the 30 seconds of dun, 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 that everybody's so used to hearing. But it really goes like 20 seconds. If you never listen to the whole thing and you don't mind classical music, look it up on YouTube or wherever you get your stuff. Beethoven's 5th Symphony. And listen to the whole thing. I mean, it's a really great musical piece. Not just the da-da-da-da part, It's got a lot of good parts to it. Interesting, you might pick up some cues of other things you may have heard on TV or shows or something in the background. And you're like, oh, that's part of the 5th Symphony as well? So, yeah. Saw my short from yesterday. The smelling salts. I don't know. I find these silly videos. I like commenting on them. I find that entertaining for me as well as it is for you guys. If I stumble across something wacky and weird, like that lady, she says, I'm gonna take a whole whiff. I'm not gonna be a pussy about it. And it literally knocks her down. What's the other one that you saw? The other short from yesterday. I put a lot of stuff up yesterday. I put a bunch of stuff up. Remind me which one it was, Mel. I can't quite remember. Like I said, I've been throwing those things up left and right, and but my favorite one was the smelling salts, and she just fell back. Wonder Woman. Oh yeah, doing the splits. What the heck? She got on that I-beam and she's just upside down splits. And you know what? I'm not gonna land on my feet. I'm gonna land on my crotch. And she did a whole fall down and landed splits and was like, ah, you know, and everybody's like, whoa, okay, easy there, Wonder Woman. And she proceeded to go again. So more power to her. If that was her 3 tricks for the night, she used them up pretty quick. I don't know what the crowd was or where that was really located. There was a sign in the background. I didn't investigate, but yeah, to be able to like do a flip and land on the splits, that's some next level gymnastics there, cheerleading stuff. I don't splits at any age, unless you're like 8 years old and you're doing splits. When you're that young, your whole body's like rubber bandy, you know. I'm sure Addie can do the splits, and she's like 4 or something like that, if she wanted to. It's easy when you're limber like that. When you get up, as old as Mel and I are, doing the splits is a form of torture. I'd rather be waterboarded than doing the splits, honestly. I think I can recover from waterboarding faster than I could from doing the splits. Splits, cartwheels, all that flipping and stretching stuff. I couldn't do any of that stuff. I never really tried either. Ain't a problem. But see, kids bounce back so easily though. They like bonk their head. They're not out for the rest of the day like you and I, going, oh, man, I hit my head. I took some Advil. I'm gonna sit down and relax for a few hours. They're back up in no time, running around like nothing happened. Big goose egg on their head. They don't care. You don't see. You got bionic hips. You're bioengineered with your titanium hips. If you did those splits, you'd probably like scissor hold. I don't know. I can't really say. It wouldn't be advisable for, I don't know. They do not do the splits if you can't do them. But yeah, bionic woman with her titanium hips. Hey, this is a good story that I came across on the Good News Network. Swearing can be actually good for you, according to research. So dropping the F-bomb every once in a while when you get frustrated, they say, according to science, it's good for you. It says swearing is an easily available way to help yourself feel focused, confident, and less distracted, and give a go-for-it attitude a little more. So F it. And this, I don't want to say it on here much, but because I'm not frustrated or upset, I do cuss and swear when I get upset. Traffic, oh yeah. If somebody can't drive in front of me, I'm cussing them out left and right. My little dash cam's full of rants and tirades, and but it does give you some kind of like empowering part to be able to just blurt out something every once in a while. Yeah, I swear a lot too. I'm trying not to do it on this channel with this show, but there's plenty of times I drop all kinds of different obscenities, and when I get frustrated or something. It's only when I get frustrated. It's not like when I'm happy, I don't really say foul language when I'm like super excited about something. I might say heck yeah, but heck, really? I don't know. It seems only when I'm mad or frustrated do I tend to curse and use foul language. I do feel empowered. I feel like I got an edge up, but it's easy to cuss at somebody when you're driving, they're not in the car with you, or online when you're doing a video game or chatting and somebody's made you mad, you can cuss at them, and face to face cussing at somebody is a whole nother level. Really, yeah. Get better about swearing around the kids. Yeah, gotta be careful around the kids. They pick up on stuff. They're like glue. It just sticks to them. They hear it once or twice. Mommy said it. They're going to be dropping it left and right. And then they look confused when you correct them. Oh, you can't say that. Hearing a stranger say it, yeah, okay. Teaching you kids. Yeah. And then you have, parrots. They are parrots. Oh, yeah, they do repeat everything. That's what Mommy said. But it's scientific research now. Not that you have to justify it in front of your kids. But, and somebody's like, you know what? I'm not going to HR. F you. And blah, blah, blah. I feel better now. We don't have to go. Well, he said the F. Hey, science. It's right there. It's part of your therapy. I felt threatened at work. I had to drop the F-bomb. I don't know how well that'll work for you, but you could try that and say that I watched it on a talk show. And you can't argue with science. But like I said, I do feel empowered when I can drop an F-bomb or something like that every once in a while. Mel is HR. HR? I am HR. I want to speak to the manager. I am the manager. What do you got to say, buddy? There's a lot of videos out there, people acting a fool and cussing and throwing fits at restaurants and stores and establishments because they didn't get their way. And somebody's always recording them, and they go viral. To me, you just made yourself look like an idiot. You know, if you're ransacking a store because you didn't get the right toppings on your taco, that's over the top. You know, there's the flagrant disregard for decency in society. You know, when you just go around ransacking a store and pulling stuff off the shelves and throwing things around, and because you're mad, that seems childish. You know, my solution if I go to a place I don't like, I just walk out the door and leave them a 1-star review and never go back and never suggest them to me. And if somebody brings up that place, I'm like, I don't go there. I have no business with them anymore. And I'll tell other people. I tell you, word of mouth was the best tool for my computer business as far as advertising was concerned. And it works just as well when you're unhappy with the businesses too. So yeah, just drop them a big old 1-star review and then tell your story to your friends. I went to place and this is what happened. I'm not going back there ever again. And then they'll be like, wow. You know, it sets some people's subconscious when they hear stuff like that and you give an honest story about what happened and the disregard they had for you for whatever reason. It doesn't happen often. I'm pretty easy going. Hear that? He wants me to get the ball. See? You see this? He's growling at me because he wants me to take the ball. What a spaz. Oh, man. Here in Colorado, have you seen those nature bridges where they'll build a bridge over the interstate and it's just for like nature to be able to cross the interstate without getting slaughtered by a semi? Well, they did that in Colorado. Largest wildlife overpass in North America is now ready for use by elk and other critters in Douglas County in Colorado. It's huge. And if I could show you the picture, I would, but I'd have to zoom in. There's a porta potty on there, left over from construction, I would assume. I don't think it's there for the animals. It's so, but yeah. Hey, there's Jerry joining us in this morning. But, yeah, the animal overpass. You know, here in the South, like in Georgia, we got signs for deer crossing. The deers never cross at the crossing signs. They go everywhere else. And they cross wherever they want. They have a blatant disregard for signage on the road. Oh, I cracked myself up. It's like, there's a crossing sign back there that had a deer for crossing, and you're a mile up the road. You got to go back to that crossing sign and cross deer. Squirrels, indecisive. We already talked about those. But, yeah, the big crossing. And elk, those things are massive. You're going to 80 miles an hour down the interstate, and you see an elk, you got to slam it. That's bad news. That'll totally wreck your car. And then he'll just look at you and keep on walking, probably, if it's an elk, I would imagine. Massive, big animals. Well, guys, that's my 15 minutes for this Monday morning. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope your weekend was good and you got promising stuff. Say a couple cuss words by yourself if you get frustrated or mad. Science and all that other good jazz. But Everybody complained on the phone about a deer crossing. Yeah, the deer crossing at the exits. Yeah, that's where I got that from. She called on the radio show. They're not using crossing signs. It was probably staged, but still hilarious. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, become a member, and I'll see you guys next time.